Here's a headline that pissed me off. Is Sean O'Malley smart for slow playing his career? You want to know why that pisses me off? Because that's not what's happening. If Sean O'Malley, same as any other fighter, all he gets for this is the opinion and the respect of you all. And if he can't even get the story told correctly about himself, that's going to irritate me. Sean O'Malley is one to be valued. He's one to be appreciated. He's one to be studied. He's one to be copied. Instead, people are second guessing. Now, I'll tell you where I'm worked up about this. Is he? Let me rephrase it for you. Is he smart to slow play his career? He's not slow playing his career. Sean O'Malley 3 fights ago was calling out top 5 guys. He was getting top 5 guys. They were doing the Chimaev to him. Oh, no, oh, you don't deserve it. Whatever it was, the answer was no. He was backing those guys down. He couldn't get the opportunity with them. He was running his career like everybody else runs their career. Too fast, too hard, straight to the top. You look back, you end up regretting it, but he was doing it like everybody else did. They wouldn't give him an opportunity. Then all of a sudden, they find out this guy's a star. People care about him. Oh, and he's on the main card. I got a higher rank and I'm jerking the curtain down on the prelims. Now all of a sudden they want some business with O'Malley. So now O'Malley is coming out and going, you know what? I'm the king of the unranked. You don't want to rank me, which is pure politics, but whoever's doing those politics doesn't want to rank me, fine. Then I'll just stay over here with these guys. But you got to look at that. That's marketing by O'Malley. That's marketing 101. He steered into it. You got a problem, you don't hide from it, you hang a bell to it. That's all that O'Malley did. That's not real. That's not real. O'Malley wants to fight the number 3 guy. O'Malley wants to get in there with Peter Yan. O'Malley wants to do everything that everybody else wants to do. They've held him back. And I don't mean they, Dana and company. I mean the boys in the locker room that see it. He's the Chimaev of 135 pounds. I'm not sure that you're aware of that. Fighting a ranked guy, there's no pressure on you. How old's O'Malley? He's 26. Done a few UFC fights, came up through the Contender Series. He's got a main card. He's got all these sponsors. All these things going his way. There's no pressure on him. Is that how you view it? Because you're viewing it wrong. He's fighting the number 5 guy in the world, the number 4 guy in the world, the number 2 guy in the world. He's the number 1 Contender Series fighter. There's no pressure. Nothing's expected of him. He has no ranking. The hardest thing in the world to do is what O'Malley is doing. Fighting guys that the world isn't familiar with. Fighting guys where they know who you are. They're not positive who your opponent is. You're going to look like a fool if you lose. Not only are you going to look like a fool if you lose, it's going to stop your career in its tracks because those people in the rankings room who never identify themselves, and I assure you they never will, you make them look right. It's hard to do anything under pressure. Get used to it, toughen the hell up. That's life. There's pressure. I understand that. Can we also be fair and somewhat sympathetic to the idea that it's more difficult? It's more difficult to do things under pressure. O'Malley does it under the most immense pressure. He didn't pick himself to be on the main card. He didn't pick himself to have people cheering for him and holding up signs for him. Everybody and all eyeballs are on him. If he has one little slip up, people want to talk about it. He broke his damn foot one time, and the pricks that were rejoicing that he lost a match while he's out there on one foot. Give the guy a break. But I do have real umbrage with the statement that he's slow playing his career. He's trying to do everything right. He got stuck in some category. He gets to be a star. He gets to have fun. He gets to make a bunch of money. He gets to talk to you guys and do media, do interviews. When I say Suga Sean O'Malley, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's not a whole bunch of other guys in the 35-pound division and no guys that he's ever fought that qualify for that statement. But he's got so much on him. His life is going to be easier when he's into the top 10. Things are going to be more fun when he's into the top 5. He's in the worst spot possible. Taking on straight up studs that have no ranking, that have all the skills but give off the perception that they don't. The hardest thing in the world to do. And he's doing it, and he's doing it flawlessly. He's steering into it. He's hanging a bell on it. He's doing his own marketing. He's calling himself the king of the unranked. But he now has something the unranked boys want, which is placement, which is far more important than a ranking. You could have no ranking and be the main event, or you could be ranked number 1, jerking the curtain. There is no question where you want to be. Jake Paul is a star. He's not a ranked boxer. Kimbo Slice was a main eventer, but nothing, period, sold out arenas. He didn't have a ranking. Do you think people are going to remember Jake Paul in a few years? Do you think they will remember Kimbo Slice, rest his soul. Do you think they'll remember who had a 4 next to their name? This is not a debate of maybe. This is not a question, which is more valuable. Okay? Sean is holding gold. He is holding diamonds. He's holding everything. And now they want it. They want to try and come for it. Let him come. He's going to do to them what they did to him. But make no mistake, if he actually gets the call from Sean Shelby and asks him to fight somebody, the answer is going to be yes. Sean was just trying to get some business going with Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz has never lost a fight in his life that wasn't a world championship fight. Are you guys aware of that? Dominic Cruz is the biggest lock currently active to the Hall of Fame. An absolute lock. Sean O'Malley's calling him out. So what's this slow play business? Sean's got the same goals and the same intent, and he tried to do everything the same way as everybody else. He got that big, bright spotlight on him in absolute record time. Lesnar, Conor McGregor, Sean O'Malley. You got a problem with that order that I just said? Can you tell me anyone else that became stars faster than that? Lesnar, but for obvious reasons. Conor spent some time on the undercard, 2 times. But then his 3rd time he was a main event. Record time. And you got O'Malley, who's in front of everybody at all times. You guys wanted to be a dick to him. You wanted to try to dismiss him. He doesn't get the same credit as Chimaev. Chimaev's so scary. Oh, everybody's scared of Chimaev. They're all scared of Sean, too. He just happens to be a little bit of a nicer guy that doesn't come out and say, I'm going to kill you all. He will fight you all. He's got something you want. You had something that he wanted. He tried to make a deal with you. You didn't want to do it. Deal's off the table. King of the Unranked is going to live on, and he's not doing it on a slow track. He's doing it on the track they put him on.